NLAW and order Britain sending another 6,000 anti-tank missiles to Ukraine, after British laws prove vital in crushing Putin's troops. Britain is to ship another 6,000 anti-tank missiles and explosive weapons to Ukraine to help keep the flame of freedom alive. Boris Johnson vowed to bolster defensive lethal aid to President Volodymyr Zelensky's forces, including NLAW tank busters. The PM's announcement came before he headed for Brussels today to push the EU and America to do more to help turn the tide. He will set out plans to bolster Ukraine's defensive capabilities with long-range targeting and intelligence. And troops are preparing to deploy Sky Sabre anti-air missile systems to Poland to bolster NATO's eastern flank. The news came as Western officials warned that Russia may yet use tactical nuclear weapons, with nothing off the table in its playbook. Ministers will dish out another £25 million for Ukraine's armed forces, more cash for the International Criminal Court's investigation into alleged war crimes, and £4 million for the BBC World Service to tackle fake news. The PM said the West cannot and will not stand by while Russia grinds Ukraine into dust. He added, "The United Kingdom will work with our allies to step up military and economic support to Ukraine, strengthening their defenses as they turn the tide in this fight." 1 month into this crisis, the international community faces a choice: we can keep the flame of freedom alive in Ukraine or risk it being snuffed out across Europe and the world. The latest shipment of weapons will mean Britain has more than doubled its total sent there to 10,000 just days after Ukraine warned it was fast running out. The UK has already given 4,000 anti-tank artillery, including next-generation light anti-tank weapons systems, ORN-LAWs, and Javelin missiles. Sweden will also double its contribution of tank busters and equipment to rip up mines. The Ministry of Defense has supplied everything from Starstreak high-velocity anti-air missiles to body armor, helmets and combat boots. As he faced calls to move faster in allowing Ukrainian refugees to come to the UK, Mr. Johnson yesterday told his cabinet that the West should not hesitate to go further in strengthening sanctions on Russia. Last night another truckload of medicines, including insulin and antibiotics, arrived in the war-torn capital Kiev from Britain. The MOD has also called on YouTube to remove videos of Defense Secretary Ben Wallace that had been doctored by the Russian state, saying the footage created a substantial risk to UK national security. But Russia's war machine was unraveling last night. Western officials believe 6 of their generals have now been slaughtered on the battlefield and 1 lieutenant colonel has been captured, along with large amounts of electronic warfare kit. Alexei Sharov, head of the 810th Guard Separate Order of Zhukov Brigade in the Russian Marines, was reportedly the 5th colonel to have been killed when he died in besieged Mariupol. One senior Putin advisor, climate envoy Anatoly Chubai, has resigned and fled Russia, the Kremlin confirmed. And a Russian soldier reportedly drove his tank into his commanding officer in protest at the loss of comrades. Called Yuri Medvedev was hospitalized with severe leg injuries. Putin's war was plunged into a deeper crisis with his defense minister Sergei Shoigu vanishing from view with heart problems. The Russian tyrant is said to have started a witch hunt among his inner circle after the US and Britain got leaks of his plans. Moscow yesterday warned NATO against sending peacekeepers into Ukraine, suggesting that it would constitute a direct threat. And Putin announced that unfriendly countries will have to pay for Russian gas in rubles.